What's good, y'all? It is Elijah Boy. WrestleMania 41 Night 2 just finished, and I'm looking at John Cena holding the WWE Championship. Freaking Travis Scott, my gosh. All right, let's do the review here. Might as well get this out the way here. So for the WWE, or we're going to start the review. The first match was the WWE Women's World Championship. Io Sky defending versus Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Dang, I'm sorry, I feel a little. It's been a long weekend. You know, your boy's a little exhausted, so I'm going to try to. I'm getting that fatigue. You know what I'm saying? So here's some notes from the match. An amazing triple threat match. These girls pulled out all the stops, which I expected. But first off, Rhea looked so incredible. She looked hot. No Topic. You feel what I'm saying? Well, Hot Topic probably should sponsor her, but she was looking amazing. Io Sky was clearly the most popular one in this matchup. They lost their minds over everything. Bianca Belair was hated. She was booed every time she so much sneezed in Io's way. Io got a huge pop, doing I don't know. It always makes me laugh when she does that. Then Bianca speared her. I noticed Bianca the whole match, she was way more aggressive, towards everybody. She slapped Rhea a couple times, yelling at her, "I work harder than you. I work harder than you." And then Rhea spat at her, Rhea spits right at her. Lucky. Anyway, so Bianca knocks her out the ring, and then Bianca hits Rhea with her ponytail at the end and hits a KOD, and then Io Sky appeared out of nowhere, hit a moonsault for the win, and retained the WWE Women's World Championship. I'm not really shocked that Io won. She's very popular, very incredible competitor. So great match. Next, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, Sin City Street Fight. The match was pretty standard street fighting. It was pretty good. Drew McIntyre and Priest did their thing. Drew had on this Mortal Kombat-like outfit. Then Damian Priest had the brother from Slayer do his musical entrance, which I thought was cool. It was a pretty standard match. Used all the tables, chairs and trash cans, But Drew McIntyre ended up pulling out the win. So pretty standard match. Next, Intercontinental Championship Fatal 4-Way. Oof. Penta making his WrestleMania debut versus Dirty Dom versus Finn Balor versus Braun Breaker. And all that stuff. So, after the Steiner math was added up properly, it was pretty standard Fatal 4-Way match. As usual, everybody hit their moves. But also, Dirty Dom was getting more reactions, positive reactions, I should say, from the crowd, which is crazy to say nowadays. Not on my 2025 bingo card. Dirty Dom ended up betraying Finn Balor, went for a 619, but Finn blocked it and started stomping him out. Then Braun, later at the end of the match, Braun Breaker speared Carlito through the table. And Pat was going, "Oh my gosh, look at that." And Michael Cole's like, "I think he's dead." And his body went like this. It was hilarious. He was it was just so funny to look at. But anyways, Dirty Dom ended up hitting a frog splash, and got the win. It was pretty crazy that he got the win. The crowd was lit. Dirty Dom was getting cheered, which was nuts to think about, and then he rushed back in the ring to get another cheer. So I don't blame him. It's his first singles title. It finally happened. I shouldn't say singles titles. First main roster singles titles, because technically he was the NXT North American Championship, but I don't know if y'all want to count that or not. Next match, Randy Orton versus a mystery opponent. We all had our guesses. I thought it was going to be Aleister Black. Some people thought maybe it was going to be somebody from NXT. There was a lot of options. I was so glad it wasn't Solo Sikoa because I half expected that. And I said this as a joke because me and my friend were like texting each other. And I said, it'd be funny if it was Joe Hendry. And Joe Hendry appeared. I said his name in text form and he appeared. Like, I was just kidding. I thought it was going to be somebody else. But anyways, it's crazy that not only a TNA contracted wrestler appeared on WrestleMania, but the TNA World Heavyweight Champion appearing on WrestleMania. Joe Hendry, it was incredible. Hearing the crowd sing had to be great for Joe. Like, it's just wild to me. But it was pretty simple matchup. Joe got a little too confident. He did the little smile, and then I got RKO'd. Not once, but pretty much twice. But Orton even mocked his pose, which I thought was funny, but used his little signature. And then after the match, he lifted him up. It was like, hey, we're good. And then boom, RKO. It was pretty funny. But thanks for coming, Joe Hendry. Please feel free to come back anytime you want. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Pretty impressive matchup. I knew it was going to be good, obviously. It's AJ Styles and Logan Paul. For however you feel about him as a human being, he is very talented when it comes to pro wrestling. So I'm not shocked that this match was good. Then that weird dude that hangs around him, Jeff, tried to sneak the brass knuckles, but Karrion Kross appeared out of nowhere. Tried to help AJ Styles, but ended up costing him the match. Kross took the brass knucks from Jeff, tried to hand it to AJ, and AJ threw the knucks and knocked down Karrion. And then he goes for the phenomenal forearm. Logan ducks out of the way, hits that right hook. Or right hand, or is it left? I think it's his left hand. I can't remember. Well, he did the punch with the titanium screwed hand. I believe it was the right hand. And then hit the pulverizer for the win. Actually shocked me because I thought AJ was going to get the win, but I guess not. It is what it is. Next, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships were on the line. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Valkyria and her mystery opponent. Drum roll, please. Becky Lynch, the man, made her return. How nuts was that? After Bayley was attacked, Lyra needed a partner. I didn't know who it could have been. I thought it might have been Trish Stratus. I low-key thought pretty much maybe another random NXT girl, but it did not happen. Becky Lynch, even though Becky said, "Oh, I'm not wrestling," So Becky Lynch came back, and Lyra and Valkyria. The only notes I made from the match: Liv Morgan's outfit was very distracting. We all know a certain female wrestler would not have approved of that outfit, Mickie James. But hey, it is what it is. Becky Lynch looked amazing. No ring rust really at all. She didn't miss a beat. Amazing matchup. Becky Lynch hit a manhandle slam and was able to secure the tag team titles for her and Lyra Valkyria. So, okay, I just saw Cody Rhodes in the background. I guess Kathy wanted to interview, but Cody politely declined. Dang, bruh. Anyway, Steve Austin came out for an amazing segment of doing the attendance. He crashed into the wall, or the barricade, whatever that was, with his ATV. I think he was drinking before the show started. But anyway, he came out and did the attendance. At least his attendance thing was pretty unique. He didn't just come out there and say, "We got 61,000 so-and-so, yada, yada, yada." He was like, "All right, let's count it to make sure the number ain't disputed. 1, what? 2, what? 3, what? 4, what?" He's like, this is BS, But yeah, he did it 129 something thousand. I don't remember the numbers. They don't really matter that much to me. But here we go. The main event. Let's get to the main event here. The WWE Undisputed Championship. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Wow, what a match. Michael Cole promised at the beginning of the match that he would have unbiased commentary, um, because he felt like the match was way too important for him to be biased, which is respectable. Wade Barrett did not care. He just said whatever he felt. He was like, "Bite him, Cody. Do whatever you have to do." Anyways, so as soon as the bell rang, the crowd went like nuts. Like they weren't quiet at all at any point during this matchup. And I noticed Cena was keeping the match simple. He wasn't like doing too much. I mean, he hit the tornado DDT, but like everything was pretty basic, punching, slams, sidewalk slam, the little double axe handle and all this other stuff. Like he kept things simple, you know what I mean? Doing some wrestling moves, out of the usual. His facial expression speaks so much. It's like amazing to me. Like he would just anytime Cody kicked out, he would laugh and then he would, other times he just felt cocky and it just felt weird. And he even slowed down his comeback. Usually he does the shoulder tackle very quick, but he kept it like pretty simple. Very slowed everything down, and he hit the "You Can't See Me" to the crowd, and it seemed like the crowd was kind of booing Cody sometimes. Like I don't know, the reactions went all over the place for this, but yeah. So the ref got knocked out, and while the ref was down, Cody exposed like the turnbuckle. Exposed the turnbuckle, which is something we never seen him do. He basically slammed Cody's face into it, and then he hit an attitude adjustment, and Cody Rhodes kicked out, and then the frustration showed, and then out of nowhere, bean, bean, bean. That's going to be stuck in my head now. Dang it. Travis Scott appeared, my lord. I shouldn't be shocked that he appeared, but Travis Scott comes out, no Rock. No Rock, ladies and gentlemen. So, what a great replacement, you know what I mean? Travis Scott came out. He was, Cena dapped him up, and then, my gosh. The ref was back up at this point, by the way. Oh wait, I already mentioned that. Okay. Travis Scott appeared, Cena picked him up, and next thing you know, Cody ends up hitting Cena with the crossroads, and then 1, 2, and then Travis Scott yanked the referee down. At that point, I'm like, I'm getting agitated now. And then Cody was like, get in here, get in this ring, yada yada yada, and Travis Scott got in the ring, a very dumb decision, and he tried to go for another punch or a slap, whatever. Cody blocked it, and then he hit a crossroads, and by gosh, I've never seen anyone take the crossroads like that. He was just it was pretty funny to look at. But then Cena had the WWE Championship belt, ready to hit Cody with it. Cody blocks it. And they were doing a little tug of war, and then Cena kicked him in the nuts and all this other stuff, and then he hit him with the championship belt, and he got the ref back up, and then the ref hit 1, 2, 3, and John Cena has won the WWE Championship and a World Championship for the 17th time in his career. As you saw, I pretty much went off. I was like, you slack jaw, jean short wearing. Well, Cena has done it, ladies and gentlemen. He has secured his 17th world title in the most diabolical way possible. So, we're going to be in for a rough championship reign. But hey, Backlash is in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Cody's going to get his rematch, or maybe someone else will step up to Cena. This is his last year. So we're going to see how this goes. So yeah, what did y'all think of WrestleMania Night 2? Who was the MVP? What was your favorite match of the night? Are you looking forward to see what's next between John Cena and Cody Rhodes, or Cena's title reign in general? I will see you all for Monday Night Raw tomorrow. Love y'all, all right? And go check out the Elijah Report. Episode 2 dropped, and if you haven't seen episode 1, check that out. So, all right, y'all. Peace.